Hey guys, ZoëTwoDots here with some more Animal Crossing Pocket Camp goodness for you. So with the international release of Pocket Camp coming pretty soon, they said end of November, there's a lot of things in the works that looks like it's gearing up to be pretty soon that it's going to be the international release. I wanted to give you guys my top 5 tips for getting into Pocket Camp. So these 5 tips are not going to be the basic how to fish, how to get fruit, anything like that. Anything that the game teaches you, this is not part of that. This is the 5 sneaky tips for, you know, getting around the storage system, getting free coins, free leaf tickets and things like that. So it's all above board, there's no cheating or anything, but they're just kind of like the 5 sneaky tips that I kind of found along the way, and I'm going to share them with you so that you can get like a bit of a head start when you play as well. So the first tip is shake the trees. You'll notice when you start off, you'll be shaking fruit trees to like shake the fruit falls out of the trees and you collect the fruit. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about shaking just regular trees. So the trees that don't bear any fruit, you're going to want to shake them because you have a chance of them dropping bells. So bells are the in-game currency. So once per day, one randomly selected tree that's not a fruit-bearing tree will have between 300 to 1,000 bells hiding in it. So what you want to do is every day go around and just shake all of the non-fruit trees for your chance to get just free currency. They kind of drop out in like a little bell sack. That's kind of like the unit of currency, like how bells are shown is like this little money bag with a star on it. One of those will drop out of the trees and you can see if you hover next to it what the amount is. So I have picked up several 300, 400 and 1,000 units. I haven't seen any different increments from that, but if I do, I will let you know. This is pretty much just like a good little tip for getting free money, especially early on in the game when you're not necessarily rolling in the cash. 1,000 bells is a good little bit of income, especially for free. Tip number 2 is for cheating the storage system. So I don't think this is dodgy, but you know, it might just be a little bit sneaky. You're not breaking any game mechanics or anything like that. So what you need to do is pretty much at the start of the game, especially, your inventory, like your space storage in your pockets, isn't that huge. So you don't have heaps of storage. And as you level up, you unlock more storage. You get like 5 extra slots as you go along. My method is for kind of hoarding fruit. So what you want to do is go to the fruit trees, shake the trees, the fruit will drop down, and just don't pick up the fruit. Assuming you've already got like a little bit of fruit in your pockets, like you got 5 of each fruit or something like that in your pockets to get you through your missions. Shake the trees, the 3 bits of fruit will fall down, and just don't touch them. So the way that the fruit works is that every 3 hours more fruit will grow. So as soon as you shake it, a little timer will start ticking down for 3 hours. So what you want to do is shake the fruit, leave the 3 pieces, and let that timer start cooking the new fruit basically, and then go about your day. So pretty much by doing this, you're giving yourself more storage space in that you're using the floor as storage, not your pockets. So things like fish and bugs you can't put anywhere else in the game. As soon as you catch it, you either have to keep it or sell it. So if you're running low on storage for things like that, if you caught awesome rare bugs and things but you don't want to sell them, you don't want to trade them or anything just yet, but you know, fruit's taking up too much space, leave it on the ground. Just keep leaving it there, and once the new fresh batch of fruit pops up, pick up the 3 on the ground, shake it, new 3 will drop down, and just leave them there. By using this method, you're giving yourself 27 extra storage spaces. So 27 free extra storage spaces. That's a lot of fish or bugs or anything else that you can be holding, seashells, in your pockets. Sorry, my cat's a little bit special. Other items you can be holding in your pockets instead of fruit. So the fruit's just going to sit there until you need it, basically. I've never seen it go off, but I haven't left it there for more than a day, really, because you do need it for missions and requests for your campers. So pretty much just leave it there until you need it, go grab it when you need it, and you've got like this really healthy supply of extra storage and an abundance of fruit. Tip number 3 is also about fruit. So every player will have a common fruit, or 2 common fruits actually. In the point on the map that's called Lost Lure Creek, you'll have 2 fruit trees. So for me, I have oranges, an orange tree and a peach tree, and this will be different for every single player. You'll have a different combination of fruits. I don't know if you can get double, like 2 of the same, but I haven't seen that personally yet. So these are your common fruits. So these are the ones that I recommend you sell in your market box. You'll always have extra of these fruits, unless for some reason you get a mission where they all just want that fruit, which is really rare. you'll have an abundance of these two fruits, and these are the ones that I recommend you sell in your market box, because other players will always have generally, unless this is all mission dependent, but generally everyone's going to have a higher quantity of their common fruit, especially if they're using this like storing it on the floor technique, because you can just pump through more and more items of fruit, especially if there's no missions needing you to give away your fruit. You're going to be accruing a lot of common fruit. What I recommend is selling those in like lots of 3 or 5 in your market box. For me especially, having like a lot of my market box slots allocated to these common fruits, people in my friends list will realize that I'm always selling oranges and peaches. And if they're running low in oranges and peaches, they know that I have probably got some in my market box, which means I'm going to be selling more fruit and getting more bells, which is really good. The same goes in the opposite direction. I know that there's certain friends that always sell cherries and always sell apples, that I'm always so low in cherries and apples. So I go to those friends and just buy their stuff, because I know they're going to have that for sale. Like, I don't always need fish. I don't always need shells, but I know that these two people always sell cherries and apples, so I'm going to them to buy some fruit. In terms of the listing price, so when everyone first started playing this in Australia, you know, when you go to list one piece of fruit, it comes up as $100. So you think one piece of fruit, 100 bells. One piece of fruit, 100 bells, 2 pieces, 200 bells, 3 pieces, 300 bells, and so on. And that kind of fizzled out pretty quick. Everyone started doing that at the start, selling it for full price. But you just turn through so much fruit and people don't want to spend heaps of money. So at the moment, the average, people are usually selling their fruits for a lot less than that. So in-game, if you want to sell your fruit in-game and not in your market box, like just my pockets are full, I want to sell this fruit, it's only worth 10 bells. But if you sell it in the marketplace, it's worth 100 bells. So what people are doing is kind of meeting in the middle, selling, you know, several pieces of fruit, maybe 3 to 5 pieces of fruit for 100 bells, because you're still getting more than what the game is offering you if you sell it in-game. So I would say the average is around a couple of pieces of fruit for 100 bell is pretty reasonable. So don't be surprised if you do jump in there and start trying to sell your fruit for full price if people aren't buying it after like the first week or so, because I suppose the fruit economy, it turns over faster as well. If you have it at a lower price, you're going to sell more of it, and it just kind of actually clears out your market box. You don't have stuff just sitting in there doing nothing, which I had for a couple of weeks. I just had, probably 5 days I had like a market box full of stuff that just wasn't selling, and I just had to chuck half of it because it was too expensive. Like, you know, some of the rare fish just too expensive, and no one wants to buy it because they're catching it themselves. So I recommend the fruit. You're going to turn over that really, really fast, and at a cheaper price as well. You're going to just keep cycling it out. So common fruits. Tip number 4, add lots of friends. Add just a stupid amount of friends, add everyone you see, add people on Twitter, add people on Facebook, add people that are just nice people. There's no way in game to like private message each other. So if you're, you know, a younger kid or anything like that, or if you have a child playing this game, no one can actually contact them directly and be like, hey, you know, be creepy on the game or anything like that. So you can add friends without having to interact with them in any way, like actual communication styles. They can't chat to you. It's all safe so far. I don't know if they're going to put in a chat element, but at the moment there's nothing. So you can just jump in and add that friend, but the benefit to having the friend there is for getting into Shovel Strike Quarry. So you need to have 5 friends help you. So you have to request their help, and they have to like then reply to your help to get you into Shovel Strike Quarry. And once per day you can get into the quarry and mine for precious minerals. You'll pick up like gold, rubies, sapphires, and trade them in for bells and a different quantity of items. So it will show you on the little daily, like every couple of hours, it will cycle through giving you essences or cotton or paper as a reward. So you go through, mine for goods, trade it in for bells and for the item, but you need friends for it, and it makes it so much easier when you have lots of friends. I find it especially good having friends in different time zones, because my day resets at 5 p.m. Certain friends in my time zone might be getting ready for bed, or, you know, doing dinner and things like that, whereas other people are just waking up. So they're waking up, they're like having a bit of a play on the game, and if they see a request from me, they're up and they're ready and they can fulfill that request. So having lots of friends means that you're kind of eliminating, you know, everyone in one time zone being asleep, or everyone being at work. You can have a bit of a mix and actually get a good chance of having all those requests fulfilled, like the requests for help fulfilled. Plus, the bonus to having additional friends is every time you help a friend get into Shovel Strike Quarry, every time you help them, you'll get rewarded with bells as well. So free coin as well, just for helping out, which is really good. And tip number 5 is on how to get leaf tickets for free. So leaf tickets are kind of like the, you know how some games have like the coins and then the gems. And the coins are free and the gems you sometimes get for free, but you can pay to get the gems. It's that kind of system. So bells are free in the game. Leaf tickets are, sometimes you get them for free, but you can pay to get them in the game. It's kind of like the pay to play element, like the microtransaction element in this game. But there's a lot of free ones. So I have not spent a single dollar in this game yet, and I'm up to like level 47. I've been playing a little bit. Don't spend your money just yet, like hold the phone. So there's a few things you can do to get a lot of free leaf tickets straight away, and there's a lot of things that require a lot of leaf tickets if you want them. So the first 2 things that require them are 2 special items. There is a KK slider chair and a Tom Nook chair, and I'm pretty sure they're available for the first 70 days of play. Like, so from the day you log in, for 70 days you have that chance to purchase them. And they're both worth 250 leaf tickets each, so 500 total if you want both of them. That's a lot of leaf tickets to accrue, but there is a lot of ways to get leaf tickets for free, and just for doing missions and things like that and leveling up. So the first big one is connecting your My Nintendo account. So make yourself a My Nintendo account now. If you don't have one, go jump online and make one so you're ready for when the game launches. And when you first log into the game, link up your My Nintendo account. So just by linking it up, you're getting 100 free leaf tickets, which is good. That's a really decent amount. You also get a high amount of leaf tickets if you link a Facebook and a Twitter account, which once again, free leaf tickets, really, really good. But the next one, and I didn't find this out until I was kind of like a few levels into the game, in the bottom menu, you can go into My Nintendo and there's weekly missions. So every week there's different missions, well, the same mission basically. It's doing a certain number of requests for your campers, but if you fulfill those requests, you get coins, and you can redeem those My Nintendo coins against goods and services in there. But the main one that you can get for free, if you scroll right to the bottom, there are 50 free leaf tickets at the bottom. You don't have to use any My Nintendo coins. That's another 50 leaf tickets just for free. Just cause you synced up your My Nintendo, you got the 100, and then you scroll in that menu and there's another 50 there just waiting for you, which is awesome. So by the time I was around level 25 to level 30, which doesn't take that long, like you do level up pretty quickly in this game, especially in the first portion, probably from like level 1 to level like 25 is pretty quick. I would have said that was within the first week I was level 25. By level 25 to level 30, I had enough leaf tickets to purchase both Tom Nook's chair, KK Slider's chair, and also spend 80 leaf tickets to expand an extra crafting station in my crafting menu. So don't spend your money just yet. You level up pretty quick at the start and you get a lot of free leaf tickets for catching fish, for picking up fruit and adding friends and things like that. So and from leveling up. So you definitely can get those 2 chairs for free in the game well under the 70-day like expiry period. So free coin, free bells, free leaf tickets, always a winner. But yes, the thing that I definitely recommend is hooking up your My Nintendo account, because that's just a free 100, and then scrolling to the bottom of that menu to get the free 50 leaf tickets as well, because that was just sitting there and I had no idea about it. So definitely recommend. I myself haven't purchased the Tom Nook chair and the KK Slider chair yet. I am going to. Maybe I'll do it now-ish and put it in the video here, just to kind of show you what interaction you can have with them. I don't know yet because I haven't really watched people's videos of it yet, but yeah, you definitely are going to have enough leaf tickets to do that by level 25 to 30. Plus I'm the kind of person that will drop a couple of dollars on mobile games because it's a free-to-play game. I generally will eventually drop a couple of dollars if it means that I can, if I'm going to miss out on a special edition item, if it's going to be, there's a Christmas event and you have to, get a Christmas chair or something like that, and I'm just shy of having enough leaf tickets, I might spend $1 or $2 to do that. But at the moment, I have not had the need to do it, so Save your pennies. I hope you guys have found these 5 tips helpful. I use them every single day in my game. And probably the #1 thing for me, besides the free leaf tickets, is the fruit storage trick. It really just saves me so much pocket space. And it means that I can just collect so much more fruit through the day, sell more fruit in my market box, winner winner chicken dinner. If you did find these tips helpful, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, because welcome to the Fam Bam. It has been a little bit quiet on the channel in the last 2 weeks, but gearing up for the Christmas holidays, I've got a nice little break coming up over there, so I'm gonna have way more time to do video editing and more fun videos with you guys. So, and especially into 2018, I've got some really big plans. So subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter and Instagram to stay up to date with like the whole daily life thing, if you're into that. And let me know if you guys have any cool sneaky tips for Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Have you found some like crazy exploit or just like a really good method for catching things or storage and things like that? Leave a comment down below and we can share all the awesome tips that we have. Oh, also, just in case anyone is wondering as well, this shirt is from Uniqlo. It is from the kids section. It is the largest kids size that they had available. I think it's a Uniqlo Kids 130. And I'm an Australian women's size like 8 to 10 for size comparison. So I fit into it fine, but I think if my arms got any bigger, it would be getting a bit tight in here, but it's not tight, it's just, you can feel it. But yeah, so that's in case anyone wants the shirt. I'm not affiliated with them, but I just anticipate the "where did you get your shirt" comment, so Uniqlo. But otherwise guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!